Hi. How's it going? How's sit going? How's sit? How is sit going? I already gave myself a new gun. Sounds working. Last video I did had none of that. None of that sound. For the first, well, I had the game sound. It had no vocals, no microphone audio. For the first like 22 minutes or something. It's pretty, I don't want to say embarrassing because that's stupid. It's pretty slack as fuck for me to still be running into the same kind of technical issues. But I will say, oh my god, it's so warm in here. Why am I wearing a jacket? I will say though, that it doesn't happen often. Before, I used to have sound issues all the time. I also used to have like fundamental sound issues, and not just sound issues, but like image quality issues, stuff like that. I feel like the stream has improved greatly, but I'm not like, I don't have an engineer doing this shit for me, you know? I don't have a guy that I call who hits the play button only after all the levels are in place. I don't have an audio specialist or video specialist. I don't have a guy that I pay for any of this. I don't even have a me that I pay for any of this. This stream has cost me money time and time again, and you know, I don't think in 10 years I'd make back what I put in the course of the first year of streaming at the going rate. You only get money from Twitch once you hit $100 earned, and I hit that one time. So streaming for, I guess 3 years will come up in maybe December. And I think I've made $100. Hey, Andron. Off of it. How's things? Oh boy, that was a bad dodge. Roddy, what's up? You take off work tonight? Or are you always off Thursdays? Or are you at work? Man, I love that Gatling goal thing. Let me just see. Boo, thumbs down work. Hey, nice. Whoa, you got a drone? You got a bomb Syria? Or the Middle East? I heard they use those for that. I want a drone. I want a drone with a camera on it. I want to make videos with a drone. Hell yeah, man. I'm going to take out a whole country. Yuck. But I would love a drone for video purposes. Gonna oppress the minorities. It's in your blood as a gamer. So does it have to be minorities, or can it just be different races? Because like, it's hard for me, you know, to oppress minorities. But but I could oppress some others, some majorities. Damn it. That's not considered as gamerly of me, though. They're already oppressed. Hey, sweet. We never get... Oh, damn. It can record It can... Wow, that's cool. What's the delay like? Because then you could just use the phone as the POV. The POV camera could be... Or the phone could be a POV camera if you... if the quality is good enough or the delay is, you know, low enough, I guess. Ah, okay. They had it all figured out from the start. That was the plan all along. Oh no! Okay, I thought I was gonna get hit there. No secondary keys, so these blueies are probably gonna have to just go fuck themselves. That's cool though. I like the idea of like personal handheld drones for personal use, just because I think I can get some really interesting shots. I want to get one to do the little like vlog thing I get when my car arrives. No, that wasn't Cursula. That was a vampire. Just a little vamp. Little vamp tramp. You're my little vamp tramp. Oh my god! A fucking year! Holy shit, dude. That's ridiculous. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? You fucking fool, man. Wait, there's one heart piece, so we'll pick that right up. Hey! Health's coming back. Yeah, I would much rather have a first floor vampire, just because it's frustrating to get a first floor Cursula or something and not have enough money for it, you know? Oh yeah, you upgraded. You got the yeah, you gotta are you gonna stream it to your Twitch account? Can you do that? Because if so, let me know what time. You could upload a video to Twitch. I want a drone just for video purposes. Like, I don't want a drone for having a drone. I used to do remote control cars when I was younger. It was something my dad was into. We did like model rockets. Like, I don't know why you call them model rockets because they're functional, but like we used to do little miniature rockets, and then we got into remote control cars and stuff. And I thought they were neat, but like the one that I thought was the coolest was the one that like, so the wheels were super big, and it had like a car. It had like a car on, or like a regular car top on both sides, so you could like run it. I think it was called the Ricochet or something like that. You could run it into a wall and it would do like a flip, or you could like go really fast and then hit the brakes or hit the reverse and it would flip over to the other side, and you could like go up ramps and stuff, and it drove either way. And I thought it was the coolest fucking thing in the world as a kid. But if I could have put a fucking GoPro or something on that, I would have never done anything else for a long period in my youth. But I think drones would be similar. I basically want to shoot footage of the Tesla when it finally fucking comes in. God damn, I'm losing my patience. Oh yeah? You're gonna be a drone... you're gonna be working for the CIA. It sounds like, Roddy. I mean, Kyle. It sounds like you're going to be doing some government tier home invasion stuff. Or not home invasion, but like, you know, sovereign state invasion. Leave that for a little bit. Wind up gun's pretty good. We need to get a bunch of keys though. Because we're gonna lose one getting the old crest. I wish you weren't that. Whoops. I wish you straight up were not that. It'd be cool if you weren't. Cannot invent acronyms. Is more like it. You've been punked. You guys are both part of the bad acronym squad. Alright, let's do this. We still only have 2 fucking guns? So I have this this coworker who, you know, we talk about the old Simpsons a lot. He liked the old Simpsons for a lot longer. He has a good sense of humor in general, but he liked the old Simpsons for a lot longer than I did. I pretty much gave up after the episode with Scorpio. That was the last episode, the first episode of like season 10 maybe. That was the last episode that I think had any value to it. And I think that episode is fucking goddamn gold. Like, I think it's incredible, but I think everything else that happened in season 10 or 11 or whatever season that was is very close to unwatchable. Ah, motherfucker! And he just watched the most recent episode of The Simpsons, and it was like, he called it cringy. He said that like they finally made it so that even he, like the one remaining diehard Simpsons fan, can't watch the show anymore. And that's like a milestone for me and for The Simpsons. Like, if the guy that I work with can no longer pretend that they're still funny, then The Simpsons has ended in terms of like watchability or anything. Hey, some coolness. All right, all about that. We of course are gonna go for the brown first. Wait, I thought you were back at school, Kyle. Oh, you said a project, not a job. All right, we got a boss weapon now. We did not get another key. There's nothing else of worth here. This is going to be our 3rd brown chest destroyed, unfortunately. For 3rd blue chest, what the fuck? I don't know colors, apparently. Don't drones, don't they have that? Didn't they do a big thing for, like, the Olympics? Like, not trying to shit on your idea, because I think it's a really, really worthwhile project. But didn't IBM or somebody do something like that for the Olympics or the Super Bowl or something? A big synchronized, kind of programmable drone show instead of like fireworks or whatever. I guess that's not AI though. Are you using a neural network of some sort? Or are you doing like actual if-then kind of artificial intelligence? I watched a gigantic chunk of the 2-hour Tesla Autonomy Day presentation. Neural network, okay. Yeah, and a bunch of their stuff about neural net that I didn't really, I guess I didn't really understand about how it's just like feeding, like machine learning is just all about feeding information and feeding information and feeding information and feeding information. Hey, looks like they're getting better. Uh-oh. Yeah. No, that's it's cool to see how fast they're progressing though. Yeah, that's really that seems like a lot of work led up to that point. Well, I mean, they know nothing. Like that's the cool thing. That's the cool thing about neural networks. So in this video, this Tesla Autonomy Day presentation, they do have some amount of annotation that they have people do, where they collect information from every Tesla that's on the road that signs up. Basically, if you sign up for updates to your autopilot, you sign up for which you'd be fucking stupid to not get a better service, an over-the-air update for free for your self-driving. But you're basically agreeing to also send that information back to Tesla. Whoa, that's actually neat. That's like the Tetris neural network thing they did that was that did like really well, but eventually Tetris, you know, as it speeds up, it eventually is impossible to win. And instead of losing, what the Tetris neural net AI ended up doing was just pausing the game so that it wouldn't die, because death was the most despised outcome. And they were saying like some of the Google AI driving, oh shit. There's a situation, so imagine you're at a four-way stop, right? And you're supposed to wait for the car to the right of you, you know, whoever has the right of way, whoever gets there first is supposed to go first, and then you take the next car. Well, what humans do is if somebody waits too long, they'll just go. So what the, that gives me one curse, by the way, right? The self-driving car, in order to avoid collision, which is the ultimate negative state of a self-driving car, it just would never go at a four-way turn, because other people would not actually follow the rules and wait their turn. So instead of hitting the fail state, it just would stop entirely and never move. And like, it's kind of like respectable that it took, you know, it completely said like, hey, if the worst thing that can happen is for me to run into another car or to break the law, I will just remain at this stop sign for all eternity. It's like, it's a very, like, surprisingly elegant solution to a problem that it doesn't actually have a solution for. Oh, thank God this guy stopped shooting. Like, and I think that that's fucking awesome. I think that, like, it seems like, hey, dumb robot, just be a little bit more aggressive. Like, but no, like, I don't know. Those things are great. And yeah, so with the Teslas, yeah, right? You know, eventually what it would do is all the other cars would stop showing up, and then it would have the right of way and it would go. But if you're trying to get somebody somewhere and it's busy, if there's a high amount of traffic, you don't want it to stop for 4 hours until there's no other cars on the road. But like, yeah, I don't know. The Teslas, they use the fleet, which is what they call all of the cars that are on all the Tesla vehicles on the road that have autopilot installed to any degree, and they can say like, all right, we need to look for this. Like, we're having our cars are having a hard time recognizing. This is the example they used: bicycles on the back of vehicles. So if there's a bike rack on the back of an SUV or something, right? It doesn't know, is this a car? Is this a bicycle, like a bicyclist? Is this whatever? It's learned to decipher those two things, but it doesn't know what to do with a combination of the two. So they just have to feed that information, then annotate and annotate and annotate, and like teach it things like if it's moving directly away at but it's sideways, instead of like this moving directly away, it's moving like this directly away, then it's on the back of a vehicle, and they teach it slowly over time. They just keep feeding it and feeding it and feeding it information and annotating that stuff, and eventually they get like a smarter and smarter system. But pure neural nets, like pure hands-off neural nets, are just crazy. Like, oh god, the things that like learn without input, they just know what the the goal is. You know, and those are the ones where it's, oh, fuck, it's just trial and error forever, basically. That sucked. That was such a bad dodge. It was like so low on the screen that I wasn't sure until I took the dive that I was going to get hit. 4 shots. 4 shots with the sniper rifle just to take out one of those. Oh, this is a piece of shit. Again, smart. I think it's the designer's like job or occupation or whatever you want to call it to like actually narrow down the criteria to such a degree that it starts making sense. You know, it starts getting closer to the goal without basically just saying like, do exactly this, you know? Ooh, this is a good one. This is a good one gun. I don't know why that didn't show, but... Right. Every bit of information you give it, it's gonna find a way to like use that information against you. It's gonna monkey's paw, you know? And say like, but you didn't say don't break the program completely so that I never crash. Like, you didn't say, you know, send a brick through your computer so that I literally never crash. It'll find a way to do that. Well, I guess I'll use this to level it up. I don't even know if I need to use this to level it up, but I feel like I should. Oh my god, shoot faster! Wow! Alright, this thing starts off worse than my starting gun. I don't know, neural nets, I think, are like... They're pretty much the future of everything. Another video I was watching was talking about how self-driving cars are going to, you know, be implemented, and how by 2025 you're going to start seeing them in a very, very regular way. You're going to start seeing self-driving cabs. You're going to start seeing self-driving X and Y and whatever. Like, don't hit anything, but don't you start them? Were you actually starting them inside of one another, or was that kind of like a superposition of multiples? Multiple flights. Kind of Meat Boy style. Oh, okay. So those were simultaneous, but like with no clip on. But yeah, this thing was saying, like, you know, Toyota they plan on by the 2020 Tokyo Olympics having self-driving cabs on the streets of Tokyo. And I think that's super ambitious for Toyota. If Tesla said they were doing that, I would be less suspicious, I think, because not because I mean I am like becoming a Tesla fanboy, or have been for a little while, but like they have, like, I think earlier this year they hit 1 billion miles of self-driving time. So they have the data set that is, I think, not Waze, but one of the self-driving companies, Waymo, I think is what it's called, has like 1.1 million miles of self-driving information. And freaking Tesla has 1 billion. 1,000 times the information, 1,000 times the data to work with to like perfect their shit. Like using every Tesla that people own as like a resource gathering node is putting them hugely ahead of anybody else, and good for them, you know? They're like kind of struggling as a car manufacturer. They're doing better than they were last year. 2018 was apparently a really rough year for Tesla. Dude, those comparisons make me actually like existentially nauseous. It's weird, but like they make me feel really strange about the scale of things. It's so bizarre. Just numbers, the bigness of numbers, the largeness of the difference between numbers. A billion's like 48 years or something, like 32 years, yeah. So there's 1,000 weeks in 32 years? Yeah, that makes sense. $52 a year, yeah. It's crazy though, but like really anytime you do that, when they talk about like, imagine you're stacking like a piece of paper or whatever, and you know, this is how many a million is, and it's like the top of the Eiffel Tower or something. And then like, this is how many a billion pieces of paper stacked are, and it's like you're past Neptune or something. Right. I know that it's not the exact, but like even still, like you don't think about that. Like I probably had very little more than 1 billion seconds of life at 34 years old. It's just disgusting. Like, and you know, and then there's shit like, well, the number of connections between neurons in your brain is more than there are stars in the universe. And then someone's like, there are like a trillion stars in the universe. And I'm like, what the fuck? How is there more? And I get the connections are like the ends of 6-pointed things connecting to other 6-pointed things. Like, my birthday is April 2000 and wait, no, April 1985. April the 5th of 1985. I will be 35 this year. Oh, God, I don't like my guns right now. Yeah, over 1 billion in your face. All you young, under 1 billion second babies. The only time I should try for that is when he's stationary from the galaxy arm. The Milky Way attack is what I'll call it. Oh my god, the best dodge of all time! Damn it! I fucked it up. I got one blank I can use. Well, it doesn't even matter now. You know what? Fine. Gonna be a little rat dick. Man, I've been playing a shitload of Gungeon lately. Like, to the point where I'm very excited for this vacation. Partially for a break from Gungeon. Like, not that I am not enjoying every second of it, but fuck, I've been playing a lot of this game. Black Hole Gun will... I mean, we shouldn't get hit on any other boss. Dude, don't remind me of the 1/3 sleeping. That's the most... That's the most disappointing part of being alive. Being alive as a human being. Is like, You got to cut it all in half or into 2/3 just to account for being unconscious. And I fucking hate that. Natural selection. What does that do? Of course. I'm not allowed to get an actual thing from that. That's all you have to do to evolve the Evolver is 5 unique enemy types? Natural selection would be a really cool synergy to get if you were on the last floor and you got the Evolver. Let's get out of here. But otherwise, it is not super useful. Ha ha hoo ha. This would be good. Diet Coke. Neither did I. Oh, did it already evolve or something? Where did that poison thing come from? My health looks bad. It's a little bit deceptive. It doesn't look good. Okay. All right, let's use kind of bad but not terrible stuff for a little bit. That's the chicken brave guy's way to do it. Ooh, baby boy. We will probably make some money on this floor. You and Jackie would get along swimmingly, that hot dog shit. Do you know that the direct reason I stopped eating meat is because I watched a Kirk's video about the benefits of vegetarianism. I watched one video of it. I watched his first, not his first playing of the game, but his first directly for YouTube upload of him playing the game, not his 50-minute VOD from Twitch. But yeah, Dicey Dungeon looks dope. It looks fucking dope. I understand the appeal. I'm gonna wait for the Switch version though. I'm tired of getting games that I would love on the Switch on the PC and then never playing them on the PC because they're on the PC when I want them on the Switch, and then wishing that I had just waited. The same thing happened with Hollow Knight. Kind of happened to some degree with Wizard of Legend. I ended up buying 2 versions of that and feeling so stupid that I didn't really play either of them. But I definitely want Dicey Dungeons for the Switch before I commit. And you know a game like that is going to be on the Switch. You fucking know it. There's no chance. Just look at that game and what it offers. It's like designed for the Switch. Kind of shorter play sessions, kind of slightly randomized experiences, different every time, things like that. Low graphical demand. It's like a Switch dream game. It would be the world's dumbest decision to not even shoot for the Switch on that one. Terry, who's Terry? Terry Pratchett? Cheerio Terry? Who is Terry? Is your dad? He's in a Discord server as you. I'm gonna assume you missed the word same there somewhere. Wow, how did I not get hit there? Kavanaugh, huh? I know a Kavanaugh. I wonder if that's that guy's related to my college roommate. Huh. Oh wait, no, his name's Canavan. Similar. They're probably still related. Dicey Dungeons seems like such an obvious fit for the Switch that it'd be fucking... It wouldn't be like career suicide to not put it on the Switch, because it seems like it's doing well. And games like Slay the Spire and stuff that come to the Switch probably don't hit like the crazy numbers that they could if they were, you know, simultaneously released for the Switch and PC. Or at least the port doesn't hit the crazy numbers. I probably will. I mean, I'd do it on stream even if it was on the Switch. I just don't, I don't want to, I feel cheated. Like, and I know it's not anybody's fault, but I feel cheated when a game comes out on PC that I'm interested in, but I'm more interested in the Switch version, or a Switch version, and then it comes into the Switch after I've already buckled and bought it for PC. Like, it's nobody's fault. The fault lies in the fact that it's easier to develop for PC than the constraints of the Switch, and that's nobody's fault. Like, it's just a weird situation. Oh shit! I didn't save 2 blanks. I might have to use a thing or buy another blank. Use an armor. Haha, I understand that. I think that's why I like watching fighting games. One of my most watched Twitch channels is Maximilian, who's not only really good at fighting games, but he's really good at being nonchalant about being good at fighting games. Like, he doesn't ever seem like he's thinking too hard. Like, he seems like he practices a lot, but he doesn't ever seem like he's like straining his brain to understand what's going on. And he seems like, so one of the biggest traits of fighting games, of being good at fighting games, is not only adaptability, but manipulating your opponent into doing certain things. Adaptability in someone else's behavior, like forcing adaptation or forcing them to behave a certain way. Fuck this room! Get this room out of the game. This room is garbage doo-doo. But you know, pressuring, like making them act a certain way under a certain condition so that you can then, I don't know, kind of force a certain response and trap them in a corner or whatever. Like, and somebody who's good at that is a thrill a minute to watch, especially when they do that without ever really, like, I don't know, feeling a lot of strain on their own end. Like, it just comes so naturally that they just kind of do it while they're talking, while they're interacting in chat, and while they're getting better at this incredibly difficult game. God fucking damn it, stop giving me the chamber gun. We're gonna sell it right now. Jesus, shit, dick, Christ, fuck. Just stop giving us the chamber gun, the finish gun, and what's the other one? There's one other thing they just keep giving us. Oh, I should have kept my guns. No! Unity, you dirty bastard. Well. How fucking dirty. How would Unity even work with a gun like the chamber gun? Would it be your damage changed based on the state you have the gun in? Ah, fuck it. You know, here's my one thing I'm gonna say about the Spider-Man thing. giant corporations be stupid. Like, I don't know. It's... Who cares? Disney, Marvel is still going to make a goddamn killing. It might be disappointing to not see Tommy H whip webs around, but like... Enjoy what you got, I guess, if it means that big of a difference that it's not there anymore. Enjoy the time you had together instead of fixating on how it won't be anymore. Dude, Far From Home was a really, really great, enjoyable movie. Is lame. It's on the lamer side of things that there's not going to be a follow-up necessarily. But I think we all as a people will be all right. But the internet is like having a freaking giant shit. And it's funny because the victim and the bully keep switching in the zeitgeist. Like, people are like, Sony is being greedy. And then they're like, Disney's being greedy. And then they're like, and it's like, man, did you guys think that two gigantic corporations would work together for good to share a property? Did you really think that? Because that's fucking silly to have expected that to maintain for any extended amount of time. Yeah, they're both dumb. They're both dumb for being, you know, for taking from the fans what they've taken. You know, the big loser in this, as always, is not the corporations. Disney's going to keep making his money. Sony's going to keep making boneheaded decisions with popular characters. And, I don't know, Disney already has Fox. We'll get our X-Men soon enough. So, there's not really too much. Yeah, they only care to do what's best for the fans when it best suits them. And that's the tooth. They only care about doing anything when it best suits them. Like, there's no reason to get upset that Disney and or Sony and or whoever is making a dumbass decision about your favorite guy, your favorite Spider-Man guy. Because they're just gonna keep doing it. They're gonna keep... Ah, shit! They're gonna keep doing whatever. And like the real, I think the worst part about the whole situation is that Disney is trying to use fan outrage to just get what they want. They're trying to pressure again. People got to remember that Disney is a monster factory. Like, they are through and through a devious, devastating business, and they're not anything else. They don't make... The only reason they were making family movies before is because family movies were... Dude, if they could find a way to just straight up make porn forever and it would get all of their shareholders, you know, new super yachts or whatever, like, they do that shit in a heartbeat. Like, but it'd be too hard to rebrand everything, and that's why they haven't broken into the Pornhub industry yet. Come on, man, stop hitting me. Double bag's good. I hate the first phase of this fight. The other phases where he actually like throws a variety of attacks are so much better. I don't know how I'm missing those. Wow. Sprun. Haven't gotten that in a long time. ooh, ah, ooh, 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 ah, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ooh, ah, ah. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ow. Shotgun full of love is dope. Pow. Well, like they're just amoeba, eating everything in their path, and the only time they change their path is when the path hurts them. I mean, it's super simple. The stuff that Disney's been doing has been really, really great fan service, you know? Like, really great. I will admit in a heartbeat that what they've been making has been really, really great from a fan's perspective. I fucking hate every single live action remake. The fans don't. But you know, the people out there filling up those coffers, they don't mind. But like, I don't know. I don't know what even needs to be said. Like they're just gonna, if they think they can pressure Sony, they can get Tom Holland and Jeremy Renner and everybody to like make it look like Sony is inconsiderate, selfish bastards for this, so that they get their 50% and merchandising. And they're gonna do that because they're monsters. Like this is just monsters. They're selfish greed machines. Like, dude, hot dogs are not good. Oh yeah, but what I was saying earlier that I didn't finish saying was that hot dogs were brought up in that Kyrgyzstan video that I watched as like the definition of harmful meat consumption. Like the fucking crazy amount of nitrates in them, the lack of any nutrition. They're just like, it was brought up and I was like, yeah, I hate feeling like shit, and I hate, there's no way to talk about the fact that you don't eat meat without people assuming that you're being a judgmental prick. I don't give a fuck what other people do at all about anything as long as it doesn't hurt another human being. If you're gonna eat animals, good, that's fine. I don't care. But like, I don't know. I'm really scared of doing something that's easily avoidable that ends up leading to my death. Like, man, being a black male means, I can't believe I didn't get hit there, means having probably the shortest life expectancy of a human being in the United States of America. Like, not through violence or whatever, but through health, through so many other things. Like, so I gotta do the little things that'll keep me around for longer, because I really, really like my life. I really do. I love Jackie. I love where I am. I love my, stupid Twitch channel. I love this existence, and it's not self-praise or bragging or anything like that, but like things feel really good, and I don't want to fucking die because I couldn't stop eating shit that's bad for me. Like, I gave up smoking, I gave up drinking, I gave up the most direct and obvious things that I was doing that was shortening my lifespan, and meat was just something else that I could easily cut out, or to an extreme degree cut back on. What? Is this the sprung gun? I've never actually got the sprung gun. Whoa, this thing looks fucking sick. Was it from flipping tables? Do you have a list on Amobot? Anamabot? You have a sprung list? Hey, it's just from flipping tables. It's just from flipping tables. I don't need to look it up. Oh my god. Give me the tabletop tech synthesizer or whatever. What's it called? Okay, you gotta wait till it turns back to start over. I don't like how it switches to the Elementaler. Just from flipping tables. So what I'm gonna do here is get all the way to the boss, which is right here. Flip this tab and get up in there. Right. Still got the DPS cap, and there's no reason to reload. I'm the world's stupidest goddamn idiot person. I can't believe I just stood there and got hit. I don't want the elemental. I mean, I already fucked up my life guide anyway. What's it matter if I fuck it up a little bit further? Alright, I know that I shouldn't get rid of the elemental. I'll sell the thing. I'm partially eating cheese. Oh, no, no, no! Fuck. Whatever. Every time I'm at that little guy. I honestly should keep this for the thing, but I just get the shit. Stop giving me the fucking chamber gun and the finish gun. Stop it. Like, stop it. I'm begging you. Fuck. I hate to sound ungrateful for getting, like, the best guns in the game, but, like, fucking cut the shit out. I don't want this to be one game every time. I don't want to have the same experience every fucking time I play Dungeon. Oh, I really don't like that this run gun picks a random gun to assign as like your primary weapon. Maybe it's the last one you picked up. What does that mean? Respecs? You're gonna have to explain. RESPEC blank. Oh. There you go, being a casino again. That could be cool. I mean, I think it feels like, you know, so Isaac has those dice rooms where you can respec all of your items. There's not really tiers in Isaac, so it just kind of whatever turns into whatever. But yeah, you can go from having a sort of decent run to having an absolutely incredible run. The only thing that you can do to prepare yourself for it is have more items. You're more likely to have a good run if you have more shit. Change back. Yeah, so it's the last item I equipped. So what I can do, I think... Okay, let's say we wanted to be the strafe gun. We'll try it on the next floor, see if the strafe gun becomes Oh. You'd have to make... Well, I think this game, anytime you get anything that's the same rank at the same time, like, you get the same item, right? So that's why if you get a secret room with 3 brown chests and you open them before you pick them up, they're all the exact same item. Not passives. Passives are too rare, though. I've gone entire runs multiple times without getting a single passive. Well, I probably got a single passive, but without getting a noticeable amount of passives. Or getting a noticeable lack of passives. Eat my butt, finger guns. Right. Yeah, all at once, you know, and probably only one time. Hey, it worked. Okay, so you can force this. So if you get sprung and you want to have a certain weapon be your default thing, you just drop it and pick it back up. Easy enough. Every time you get a new gun, you gotta remember to redo that. What synergy did I get with a tentacle? Did I get 2 tents? Abyssal Tentacle, Cosmic Horror. Oh my god. Oh my fucking lord god. Oops, well, we'll never know. 2 of these in one run? That's crazy. Oh, the damage from this is definitely increasing from Unity. That's good to know. Even Sprung gets a boost. Yeah, you will. I mean, I don't want to assume for you, but yes, you absolutely will. Because you get bored so fucking easily. This is my first time ever getting this synergy. Yeah, basically what you're talking about making is a D100 or a D4, I think actually. Excuse me? That guy absorbed way more shots than he usually is allowed to. Also, I completely forgot about Sprung for a second. Alright, so drop, pick back up, there we go. Yeah, a month is not really that long of a time, dude. It's been like 2 months since I've done any drawing, which was my fucking... I went 3 months without missing a day. Then I started spacing it out more and more. You've also gone from one job to back to an old job, and summer vacation ended, and you had a lot of shit change in that short span, so... It might seem like a long time, but it's not. Oh, I hate this room, but at least I can run over holes now. You're the fucking worst. You're the fucking worst. Jesus Christ, I can't even shoot the flies straight down. I've had 2 of my least favorite rooms on this run already. This is one of them. The other one is... Oh man, I think it was a first floor room. I don't really remember what it was. The other one... I complained about it though. Oh, it was the one where there's 4 spots connected by train tracks. Yeah. Or minecart tracks. Yep. Sage can eat my butt in the worst way. The worst for it. Like the poopiest butt. Poopiest version of my butt. Excuse me. Does the sponge make it so that carousels or conveyor belts don't work? What the fuck is causing this conveyor belt to do nothing? I understand that speed bursts decrease the effectiveness of conveyor belts. I never promised I'd do a Minecraft stream. You got me confused for someone who has ever played Minecraft. Or expressed any interest in Minecraft. Oh, heavy boots, that's right, thank you. That's one of the things that I only think about in relationship to the Alien engine and literally not at all else. They're only a way to boost the power of the Alien engine. I don't know if I've ever really used them for any other function. Not to say that there's not a situation where it would come out. Oh my god, that's 2 runs in a row where I got Medal of Valor right before the dragon. Yeah, we're gonna buy that. Come on. Come on. There we go. I think heavy boots are fine. I just don't think about them. Okay, I wasn't sure if that actually still sucked bullets after the synergy. God, I fucked up what should be like a perfect run. I should definitely have an FOK on this run. And I should... Oh no, it was the... Anytime I lose a lead god to the Ammo Conda, the High Priest, or the Door Lord, I feel like it's fine. Those are the game's biggest bullshit artists. I like highly situational items. It's kind of like the Agawam Companion app. I'm the only person in the world, I think, that gets a little excited every time that item drops. Because I'm like, what if this is the time that we get Corsair? And we have that kind of fun run. Ooh, boy. Hey, it actually still worked. Crazy. Well, this is a run where I should have done better. And it's always a bummer to know that you should have done better and you just didn't. Right. Oops. What was that synergy? What was that fucking synergy? Let's see. But I just got more damage, which is great, just like the real thing. Okay. That's all right. That's not, you know, that's not like a terrible pain I'm suffering from kind of synergy, but it's not really that good. Just like the real thing makes the shot grub shoot like the shot grub's shot grub. Instead of like a terrible shotgun. But I also have another synergy with the shot grub, which might be the like big bullets one or the additional bounce. I'm not sure if it cancels it though. Man, that's like 3 times in a row that I picked the wrong direction. God, Iron Stance. I used to think it was like a nothing synergy. It's fucking killer, dude. It's so goddamn good. And I think it was you, Kyle, that actually let me in on that little secret. I'm actually gonna wait this out. Flippery-doo and Scoot. Why? Why are people still eating Chick-fil-A? Like, I just... How do people have any fucking scruples and they still eat Chick-fil-A? I just don't get it. That company should be in the ground for being fucking homophobic pieces of shit. It's as simple as that. Once a company straight up says that gay people don't deserve to exist, no one should ever be giving them money. No one should. Not fewer people, but just no one. Like, I don't know. That makes me really mad that people are... It happens at work. I have a coworker who I saw eating Chick-fil-A today, and I actually said something about it. I was like, hey, do you have any gay friends? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, well, then why are you eating Chick-fil-A? Do you actually hate them? She's like, no, it's just Chick-fil-A is close. And it's like, man, your fucking scruples have... I don't know. Whatever. Whatever. Just... I think it's incredibly disrespectful to a gigantic group of people to support a company that hates their existence. It's like me eating at KKK Burger or something. Like, it's just fucked up. I don't know. Sprun has been scaring the shit out of me for like all of this floor. I keep forgetting that it's a familiar, essentially. And I think it's a bullet. And I'm reacting to it as if it's a bullet. I don't know, dude. Maybe I'm just old. But like, I kind of feel like I'm past the point of doing anything I support that I find morally reprehensible. Or continuing to support any industry that I feel on a fundamental level is morally reprehensible. I'm not going to drink anything from Nestle. I'm not going to support Chick-fil-A. Like, I'm going to go out of my way to make sure things that I think are despicable don't make an income. If it's at all possible. And it is very possible to not eat Chick-fil-A. But I guess I'm high horsing again. Go to Zaxby's, man. They haven't made it a company policy to like say that atheisms and homosexuals are monsters. Hey, Jackie's home. Should I wait? Nah, I'm fine. I don't need to wait for no stinking Sprun. What's the sandwich of legend? 2 chicken, 1 sandwich? I could have done that a long time ago. Sorry for high horsing about. Nah, but anyway, it's not the world's most appropriate thing to high horse about something like what chicken sandwich a person eats. It's not a good look. It's a soapbox to such a degree. Oh, Sprun actually... Ah! I rolled the wrong way. Sprun actually, Hello, baby.
Oh, no.
Every time. You have, like,
Without fail.
perfect timing for the Lich fight.
Ditchery.
Yes, exactly. Exactly, Jackie. Let me finish this fight. You just back off until this fight's over. I love you.
Back off.
Fuck off.
I love you. Fuck you. Hi, Kyle.
I like need to flawless this fight because I've failed every other goal that I have for a Gungeon run. And I've been like incredibly like set in terms of items and stuff. Oh my god, I did not expect these ones to be moving. I called you Jackins. Like tough acting to Jackins.
Only jack-offs.
Yeah, she doesn't jack in. What do you?
Jack-off.
She jacks off constantly. Right now, even.
Is jack-in what you call a woman?
Nope, you call that jilling off.
Is that true?
Yeah. The first time I heard that phrase, I cracked the fuck up. Yeah.
It's really funny.
Yeah. I'm glad you like it. Do you think I just came up with that fast on my own?
Oh, maybe. I mean, I know you're sharp. Wacky wacky.
Alright, I got that Lich Flawless.
You're just sharp.
Hooray.
You're sharp as a snap.
A snake, you mean? Snakes are known for their sharpness.
That was some fun kissing.
Very sexual what just happened. If you guys
Are you
have,
sure you want to stream this?
if you guys have never seen anything sexual, that was sexual.
And if you have seen something sexual before, then you understand.
You already know. I don't need to tell you. Oh.
Streams that makes you horny.
A stream that gets your dick all erect or your vagina all erect.
So erect that you'll need to Jew off.
This is some good items. I got two pair of boots.
So romantic.
Whatever. Run over.